All right, let's do a quick review. The key principle of great parenting is you parent with the end in mind. So in session 1, I encouraged you to define a win for your parenting. How will you know if you've been successful? The best parents are clear on the win and parent with the end in mind. Now, there are 4 best practices that can help you achieve your win and raise a great adult. In the last session, I shared the first 2 with you. First, parent to relationship, not rules. Second, parent to purpose before happiness. Now, let's talk about the 3rd best practice, which is to parent to community over opportunity. Most of us feel an obligation to provide our kids every opportunity possible. Again, we think that's what great parents do, and we certainly don't want to prevent our child from experiencing an opportunity that they might enjoy. Plus, what if the opportunity leads to bigger opportunities down the road? So we involve them in constant activity. I don't need to convince you of that because the odometer on your car and the balance in your bank account prove it, don't they? Most families are living in a whirlwind of activity. We run from one opportunity to the next, and that's just a normal night. But what's the cost of chasing so many opportunities? Well, there are several, but one is the hidden costs is losing a certain kind of community. Specifically, chasing every opportunity often robs a child of the ability to develop community with people who will help them build character, remain mentally healthy, and develop spiritually. Let me explain, and please know that this isn't a guilt trip. It's just something to consider. Years ago, before there was a smorgasbord of 7-day-a-week opportunity for kids, families were far more likely to attend church more consistently. And what that did for a child was this. It naturally placed them in an environment where they developed consistent community with both peers and adults who they trusted. This community was the place that helped them understand how to develop and own their own relationship with God. These were the people they turned to when they had challenges or questions or doubts they wanted to process. These were the mentors they looked to for advice and direction when they didn't want to ask mom or dad. But in our current culture of opportunity, the frequency of church attendance has dropped considerably. The average churchgoer now attends once every 4 to 6 weeks because they're out of town on the weekends for ball games and recitals and swim meets and other opportunities. And without realizing it, what that does is weaken the connection to this specific community designed to support a child's mental and spiritual and emotional well-being. Parents who parent with the end in mind recognize this and intentionally weigh their choices and opportunities through that lens. They don't say no to all the opportunities available to their kids, but they factor in the impact this short-term opportunity might have on their long-term spiritual, emotional, and mental health. They make sure to prioritize the community over the opportunity because they believe the community will have a more long-lasting impact on helping their child become a great adult who loves God and loves others. They find ways to consistently connect their children with other adults who will reinforce the values and faith and character that they want their child to have. So while I can't tell you how much opportunity is too much opportunity, I would encourage you to consider the trade-off of your current choices and the impact it's having on your child's connection to this specific community. And if the cost seems too high, maybe it's worth taking and making a change to parenting over community over opportunity. And that leads us to the 4th and final best practice, parent to character above talent. This sounds obvious. I don't know any parent who doesn't believe character matters most in their child. However, everything in our world pushes us to focus on developing the talents of our children and not their character. Think about it. When do you ever get a report card on their character development? When does anyone ever come to you and offer a great opportunity for character building? That's not normal, is it? Everything in our lives is designed to provide opportunities to develop the talents and skills of our children. That means we have to be intentional about character development, or it will unintentionally be neglected. And do you know what happens when a person's talent is greater than their character? Well, you've seen it happen. Eventually, the person implodes. Their talent takes them to a level of success that their character cannot sustain. So the best parents realize this and develop a plan to intentionally invest and their child's character growth, because they never want their child's talent to outrun their character. So there you have it. The 4 best practices to help you raise a great adult are parent to relationship, not rules, parent to purpose before happiness, parent to community over opportunity, and parent to character above talent. If you'd like more great parenting resources, we have a few options we'd recommend. You can check out raisinggreatkids.org. I'd also highly recommend checking out the video series Parenting in the 21st Century on our YouTube channel. Our entire strategy here at Journey for the next generation is designed to support you and your child with these best practices. We've built this into what we do to help your child develop character, to be mentally healthy, and find purpose in life. We would love to partner with you and engage you in the community that we have built. So reach out and let us know how we can help.